Hi. So today we are going to be discussing what to do if we struggle with codependency. Now, change is necessary if we want to move forward. Some of us enjoy changing and others will avoid making the changes that we know we need to because we are scared. And I'm smiling right now because I am raising my own hand. Change is uncomfortable. And staying stuck in our misery sometimes feels easier, even though it's not always what's best. If we want to live our best life, we must follow the path of change. Waiting until we are no longer afraid is not an option. Fear will always be present when we are moving forward. Now, people will strongly react to our newfound courage when we insist on what is best for ourselves and our families. And if you struggle with codependency like I do, you might have noticed that your codependent and people-pleasing nature attracts people who need you to be self-deprecating. You may attract those who take from you rather than give. And these, quote, friends and family may expect you to prioritize their needs over your own self-care. When I started to exercise my own courage and become my biggest advocate, people who were in the habit of taking rather than giving did not welcome the change. They wanted me to stay like a doormat. They needed me to go along with everything they did and said and not rock the boat. I knew they wanted me to stay small and polite. And every time that I stepped towards empowerment and respect for my values, I could tell who was toxic for me and who wasn't. And I was shocked at the amount of people who didn't support my newfound courage. When I was finally mastering the skill of standing up for myself, the truth is I lost a lot of my friends and some family members. But they were relationships that were not good for me anyways. Was it painful? Yes, of course. But toxic relationships are like weights on your ankles in an ocean when you're treading water. Cut them off and you will be able to swim freely. Addiction thrives in a relationship when neither partner respects their own boundaries and values. And if we are in a relationship with someone who has become addicted, we can exercise our own autonomy and empowerment by refusing to play the role of giver and caretaker. Do you have anyone in your life who makes you feel guilty or wrong when you try to exercise your individuality or strength as a woman? If so, I would love to hear from you. You can find a transcript of this podcast. You can find a community of incredible, wonderful, loving women who all support each other. And you can find a place where you are not going to be judged, where you are going to feel completely seen and heard. And that is where I write on Substack. You can just Google Michelle Anderson, or you can Google Love Over Addiction, and you can write a comment or ask a question or offer a suggestion for another woman. I love that. Anonymously, you can create your own identity without putting in your real username or anything like that to protect yourself. But I love hearing from you. I love knowing that I'm speaking to someone out there. And I will talk to you next week.